So episode 12, 12. Bookworm podcast. Jay, my man, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
It's an absolute pleasure, sir.
Always.
So you're a very well-educated man. Actually, just tell me a little bit about your background. Where are you from again?
I'm from Sudan.
You're from Sudan.
I don't know if you know much about Sudan.
Where's Sudan?
So that's
Exactly.
Africa.
Okay, it's in Africa. North?
Egypt, north.
Okay.
Yeah.
North,
south
yeah.
of south of Egypt.
South of Egypt.
It's directly below Egypt.
Gotcha.
Was born in Sudan, Khartoum.
Khartoum.
That's the city. That's the old Sudan. That's where it gets a little bit
Okay.
complicated. So the country's been split.
Really?
Yeah. It's been seceded. Now you have South Sudan and Sudan. And I was born in the old Sudan, which is North Sudan.
North. Gotcha.
And now I'm naturalized
Naturalized.
as a South Sudanese.
And what does that mean?
That means I wasn't born in South.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm naturalized through my parents who were born in South.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, that gave me a lot of trouble actually, going through that process.
How old were you when that was happening?
The secession? The country split in 2011.
Oh, that's not that long ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the newest nation in the world. That happened then. I left the country, Sudan, in 2000, the year
2000.
So,
Damn, 19 years ago, bro.
yeah.
Feeling old, bro?
Yeah, 10 years old, man. Yep, super old.
Yeah.
My family migrated to Cairo,
Yep.
Egypt.
Okay.
Lived there for 3 years.
Uh-huh.
Asylum seekers.
Yeah.
And first day, we came to Australia in 2003.
Was that in Perth?
Perth, yeah.
Yeah, you went to Perth first. Gotcha.
Yeah, Perth. So been in Australia since. Been going back and forth to Sudan
Really?
since 2008.
How often?
Almost once a year,
Once a year.
except this year.
Okay. Is it
and
expensive to go over there?
I mean, the tickets itself, it's like about $2,000 return, and the route is usually from anywhere from Australia, Dubai, or Singapore, and then you go Addis Ababa, and then straight to the country. So usually you'll be there within 24 hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. It's
So, yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy. Actually, I've got a good question for you. What's one thing that I guess your culture does back in Sudan, and that if you come to a Western world now, and you feel like, damn, these Westerners need to be doing this. Is it now that could be anything. Could be food. All right. Oh, you got one.
I've got one.
You got
You know
one.
what? I don't even need to say it because this
Oh.
book,
The hell's this book?
this is basically my pride.
Oh no shit.
And everything else that the Western needs to do is probably have some sort of identity.
Having a sense of identity.
This is my identity.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah. It's everybody here, like the other day I was actually seeing a girl. She's from Scotland.
So yeah.
And I asked about her. I was like, "What's your ethnicity?" She's like, "White." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I can see it. You're
Yeah.
right, but
Yeah.
how far back?" Oh, she's like, "Oh, fifth generation Kiwi, Kiwi Scottish."
Yep.
So 5 generations of.
That's crazy. I think about that stuff and it blows my mind, bro.
So, I mean, I can ask another black person who's like four or 5 times generation
Yeah.
black, and they can almost trace where they're from,
Yeah. Gotcha.
ethnically speaking.
Ethnically speaking, yeah, of course.
But yeah, I think identity is important.
Yeah, having a sense of identity.
Culture, more or less.
That's the problem with Australia, bro. There's no real, like there is, like
Yeah.
there is to a certain level, because we're just a lot of people have just migrated here. There isn't. I wouldn't say like if you go to Melbourne and Sydney, it's not the. There's no real something that stands out for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Other than the Bogans.
Other than the Bogans, yeah. Other than
Which
the
I
Bogans,
love very much.
Yeah,
That's probably that's
much
as
love,
much,
Bogans.
as much as identity you can get from Australians.
Yeah, that's probably the closest thing.
Yeah.
Like what else does Australia have, bro? Like as far as like
I mean,
culture, like it's just so like Melbourne, dude. It's so we just walk around before, bro. Like there's so much different cultures now.
It's just a melting pot of different ethnicities and cultures just clashing
Yeah.
together,
Mm.
which is good. I mean that's how you create newer versions of cultures. Like Melbourne, you will never get the same vibe in Perth.
No, of course not. No.
You probably get it in a block.
Yeah. I feel like this is so far behind time still. Like Australia's so young, bro.
Yeah,
The same.
and then there's that, yeah.
Same amount of population Australia fits. I think California in America has the same amount of population than Australia.
Yeah.
Like that gives you the idea how small we are when you really think about it.
The whole country.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's so far beyond. That's why I feel like there's no real defiance of a culture in Australia. It is, but it's not compared to Sudan or something like that.
So I've got a question for you then.
All right.
Because there's no really sense of, I don't know, but there is a sense
of
culture,
identity. Yeah.
Does that mean is that why, or I wouldn't say why, but do you feel like we're prone to mental problems here?
Yeah,
you don't really know.
Yeah,
where
that's a
you're
good
sitting?
question. It's a good question. Actually, you're like this. So, I was walking. I was going to my favorite Vietnamese restaurant the other week with my client.
Yeah.
He's from India, right?
Yeah.
And it was so fascinating because they do this. I just told you before, off the camera, the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's such a massive problem, and it's getting worse. But the funny thing he said back home in India that it was. Obviously, India's very overpopulated, right? A lot of homeless people, but most of them actually not by choice.
Yeah.
Most of them is just because they can't afford it, but all of them still have a job.
Yeah.
All of them still have very normal lives, except they just don't have a place to live. Where you come over here, dude, look, all of them look like they've just gave up on life. And that, throwing back to your question, is that a reason why we don't have a sense of identity, why people are just getting so lost and so much mental problems?
Yeah.
Dude, this level of entitlement, this is personal, but this is the level of entitlement, man, that I see is disgusting. And I think because if you grew up in Australia, right, because you have a different perspective, but if you grew up in Australia, everything's fine. Dude, there's no wars, there's no nothing. There's a little bit of violence, but it's that's cute.
Yeah.
It's not compared to other places in the world, bro. Like Sudan, there was some wars there, and I think I can imagine there still is a little bit now. You don't have that here.
No.
So everything is all nice and fine and dandy. So when you are growing up, when something you have faced a little bit of adversity, you think the whole world's going to end.
Yes.
When
that's my problem.
Yeah, it's a massive problem, and straight up, dude, there's something I struggle. I struggle living here is because of the level of entitlement. The odds of being a human being, I think it was 400 trillion to 1. Yeah. Like if you're born, bro, you've hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Now whatever your circumstances from there, bro, okay, then work with it.
Yeah.
Then work with it, dude. You've won the jackpot. Now you got to just try and make something out of it. Right. So yeah, hey, that's a damn good question, bro. I never thought of it that way. It could be, maybe. I don't know. Alright.
So, going back to
this is awesome, bro. We should have done this fucking ages ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is cool stuff. We're gonna make this legit. This will be the first of many.
First of many.
First of many, Jay.
Absolutely.
No shit.
So migrated to Australia.
Yeah.
2003. Graduated. I've repeated high school, grade 8. We call it Form 8.
Yep.
Twice, because of the difference between Egyptian school system and Australian. So I did, because of that, I had to do 9 classes of English every week.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your first language?
Arabic.
Arabic.
Yeah. Arabic is
I can't remember any. I was trying to think of a word. I can speak a couple of different languages.
Salam alaikum is hello, how you doing?
I like that. Yeah. I'll have to practice.
Yeah.
I got taught thank you the other day. I can't remember.
Shukran.
Shukran. Yeah, shukran. Yeah, that's what I got taught. Yeah, I have a client. She speaks Arabic.
Yeah.
So I was a pro about it. How do you say this word? How do you say this word? I fucking forget in 5 seconds. But hopefully one day I'm going to remember it.
Oh, you'll catch up.
Yeah.
You're just going to be amongst it.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
So I went through the whole schooling system. Went to TAFE. Got a diploma in oil and gas. Worked in the oil and gas industry.
Huh.
got a degree out of it.
What's it?
Engineering.
What's your degree?
Petroleum.
Petroleum.
Yeah.
And what is that like? What would you say? Okay, I've got a degree in petroleum. What is that? What does that give you? Like,
Well, petroleum engineers. Basically, we predict. Well, we how can I put it this simply? It's a geology degree.
Yep.
But we engineer a way to get the petrol out.
Okay. Okay. So you create.
Out of a reservoir. So we make calculations on how to extract petrol or crude oil, hydrocarbons from the ground. So that's basically what you do.
Gotcha.
Do I just go out there and start making my own calculations? Usually not.
Is it Tom?
Nah, that's just a phone call.
Oh, that's
Do I go out there and make my own predictions and calculations? No.
Yeah.
I usually get a set of instructions from other engineers who already done the explorations and the survey. And they say, okay,
This is what we got.
This is what we got.
What do you reckon?
Go and these are the instructions. Go out there and what do you call it? What's the word? English is failing me now. 10 P's. Go and action it.
Okay,
Step by step.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So I just follow these instructions one by one. It's just not me. There's other team of engineers as well, petroleum engineers.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that for 4 years, and that was an interesting place to work.
Oh yeah, dude. There's some a very weird work culture.
Fucking weird. It is so weird. Like you're middle of the sea, with usually 99% males.
Yeah.
And because oil and gas is not regulated, as compared to like fitness industry.
Yeah, of course.
Because half of the time, the oils now we've depleted all of the surface oil.
Yep.
Now we are forced to go out in the sea. And when you go in the international waters,
there's no rules.
Who regulates that shit?
Uh-huh.
That's why you get disasters like Deepwater Horizon.
Yep.
The big oil spill that happened in the Gulf of Mexico.
Gotcha.
Who you keep accountable. In that scenario. But that's at a large scale. Small scale, like I've seen a guy who wanted to commit suicide.
Yep.
Like at night time.
Really?
We saw a rope. Just unusual rope. Like it's one of those woolen ropes.
Yep.
Usually we don't throw that overboard, like dangling overboard.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's that doing there?
No shit.
Look over, it's like, oh shit, there's a guy.
Oh, you just like.
He wanted to wear out.
Oh, you just like. Oh.
Yeah. If we didn't patrol, like if we didn't just go out for, actually I think I remember we were going for a smoke. And then it was just midnight. And nobody walks around, yeah. And yeah, I think he's still alive. He's still alive. But that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, oil and gas is a crazy place. But you get to see a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I opted out from the industry. I think it was affecting my mental health.
Doesn't surprise me.
I mean, I know guys actually.
It's good for the money, bro. But it's
like money.
Money. That's what people do. They chase the money, bro. It's like fuck, man.
The money was crazy.
How much were you getting paid?
At the peak of it, it was $800 a day.
And how many days were you working? Or a period? Because I assume it's like
Yeah.
period on, period off, period on, period off.
Yeah. I was a workaholic at the beginning of it. At the peak of it, I worked 9 months of the year. So, not 9 months of the year, I usually worked on the 4 weeks on, 4 weeks off.
Okay.
And I kept it up for like a year and a half.
It's not bad. It's a good effort, bro.
Yeah. So
it does give you certainly a big jump.
Oh, huge. I mean,
a very good jump in the head.
You know, just a uni student going from
from nothing
from 20 grand a year to like 20 grand a month.
A month, yeah.
That's the gap.
Yeah, it's a huge jump.
It's a huge jump. 4 years. I was like, okay. I stopped and traveled around the world for a year.
Okay.
With my ex then.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Africa caught up to me. Being the first one, I'm the first of 7.
Oh, wow. First of 7?
Yeah, first of 7.
Oh, you got a massive family.
Yeah, huge family.
Is that normal?
Actually, my family is the smallest. Like, by standard. So the new standards is
Really?
small.
What's the generic?
Most of my cousins have like 10, 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, that's unheard of here, bro. That's
Yeah.
unheard of.
But you gotta mind you, we practice polygamy.
What does that mean?
So multiple wives.
Oh, okay. Of course, the culture. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
So we practice that there. So
Yeah.
my grandpa had 77 kids.
Wow, 77 kids.
77 kids. 30 of them were adopted.
Yep.
And the rest was his own.
Okay.
That's from my maternal side. Paternal is even fucking crazy. I don't even know half of my cousins. My cousins,
That
my
blows my
uncles.
mind, yeah.
uncles, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like last time I went back home, when the village heard that I was coming down, I had people just swamping in and goes, "Oh, I'm your cousin. I'm so and so. I'm this and that." I'm like, no fucking clue.
Really?
And obviously, they probably half of them, well, more than half is my age or older.
Yep.
So they've got the kids of their own.
Ah.
So there's just a multitude of people.
So it's such a different world, hey.
Huge.
You have such a good perspective on life, I think, just from growing up in that world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's very different because the Western world, it's all fine and happy here, bro.
Yeah.
Especially in
Which
Australia.
is rightly so.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't adopt the conventional Australian way, there's something wrong.
Yeah, you're retarded.
Yeah, basically. So now I moved to Melbourne from my last African visit. That was last year. So now, I've been here for a year and a half.
Really?
And training jets. That's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
How long was that? 2 months ago?
I thought it was longer.
Maybe 3.
3, yeah.
3. It wasn't
months,
that long ago.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, and then here we are.
Here we are. And we started.
Here we
It wasn't. It was what. It was no, because we ran into each other last week. Yeah, last weekend.
Yeah, last week. Yeah, last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time we catch up, bro, it's like fucking vibe.
It just
flows, bro.
explosions of fire.
It is sparks everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. I want to pick your brain here. All right. Numbers. All right. I would like to think you're a very well educated man when it comes to numbers, and I think it's fascinating, to be honest. I am quite I guess I do like numbers, but you've made me, I guess you'd say, you've made me open my mind to how you see numbers and how you apply them, not just from a business standpoint, but like in training and to anything really, anything at all. You can apply a numeric value to something and you can work out something. So, I guess you give you your background in numbers. Why did you get into numbers? Like, why did you get into that?
It's funny because it's this guy here.
Oh, what's his name?
Albert Einstein.
Albert? Really?
His biography. Yeah, it's the book.
I'm gonna buy this book, bro, as soon as we finish this podcast, bro.
I mean,
I'm gonna read the fuck out of this.
it is like the way he.
I didn't realize that he had a big biography.
Oh, this is huge. It's like something like 700 pages.
Yeah, it's a big book.
Yeah, it's a biography by Walter Isaacson,
Okay.
the famous biographer.
Okay.
He's the one who did what's his name? Steve Jobs one. As well.
Steve. Okay. No, I've read the Steve Jobs one. I've got the Steve Jobs. Okay, so same guy. Okay.
Yeah, so he's very good at writing people's
Yeah,
biography.
studying them.
Very well. Yeah, so he's the initial inspiration. I don't know, like he's an alright mathematician. Like if you have to put a scale on who's the greatest mathematicians, I don't think Albert Einstein even cracked the top 20. But what makes him special is
What would you say he's like the first of the one that really stand out, or?
this is why it was a pure accidental. Like if I have to recommend a mathematician to follow, of all times, it wouldn't be him.
Really?
It wouldn't be him because for one, he's not a mathematician,
Mm-hmm.
and if he was, he'd be an average one at best.
Yeah.
But he's very creative.
Mm.
The way he used math, it is like you can't even fathom. Like if I have to explain his work to you, like he studied so many mathematical works.
Mhm.
For example, Fourier is a French guy.
Yep.
We have he invented a Fourier's transformation, and that's a big part of his work in relativity.
Really.
Lorentz, that's another mathematician.
Yep.
So basically, Einstein managed to, he organized previous works in such a methodological way and creatively to come up with something that never seen before.
Mm.
His theory of relativity, that's how he came about it.
Yeah.
And that's the inspiration. So to say that I'm a good mathematician, I don't think I am, because I'm terrible at it. But
Would you say you're an aspiring mathematician?
yes, but not in a conventional sense.
Mm-hmm.
In a unconventional sense.
You want to have your own twist to it?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I want to.
Kind of like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, kind of like
you have your own.
You create your own games. They give you a technique,
Mm.
and you go and use it however way you think it's
Correct. Yeah. Exactly.
And
yeah,
that's
I understand that. Yeah.
that's exactly what.
Okay. I'm with you. All right.
Yeah. So that's where it came from, and math is a very hard subject to like.
Yeah.
Because the way it's taught is very conventional. Like, if I didn't run into this, I wouldn't be doing math.
Really.
And you definitely won't find this recommendation from media or high school.
No. So do you feel like with maths taught in high school now, do you feel like it's the way that it's been taught people don't find interest in it, and that's why people struggle with it, because it's usually through a lack of interest where you find that the actual subject hard, but if you had taught in a way where you actually got interest in it, you would find, maths is easy.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Yeah, you need to find an interest in it.
Okay.
The way math is, I was actually explaining to my friend the other day, I was like, the way math is being taught, it's like teaching it to a antisocial kid who has very high IQ of seeing abstract things. Usually like kids who have like what do you call it? Asperger's?
Yep. Yeah.
Brain man kind of type?
I have a little bit of it.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
the way
Very
math
mild.
is, very dumb.
Yeah.
And it's great because they don't need the narrative. They just see through the numbers and they're like, yeah, it makes sense.
Same.
But most of us don't have that. We need narrative. We need a story to actually understand something. And that's where it's lacking in the educational system. And I'm definitely not a Rain Man kind of type. That's where you get mathematical geniuses.
Yep.
They don't need the bullshit.
Do you have friends that straight right into maths as well? Like, do you have is some of your social group?
Actually, no.
Or is it just you?
I have one. I had one, but he moved to.
Soon there could be two, bro.
Soon
it's gonna be two. It's already two.
Yeah.
No, you've opened my eyes to it. So yeah.
People find it difficult to have a conversation about maths. And also that's quite. There's a reason why, because through school, you get taught 1 + 1, algebra equations.
Yep.
How can you have a conversation with algebraic equations?
Yeah.
It's not. That's why Rain Man kind of type mathematical prodigies, they sit alone because they cannot exchange some kind of dialogue in that subject. And that's why it makes it difficult. I did have a friend. He was great. We used to just drink a lot. In fact, back then, I would say he's a mathematical prodigy.
Really?
Well, we bonded through liquor and women. That's what we bonded through.
What a beautiful way to bond.
It was great.
Dude, that's a great. That's awesome.
He used to be shy.
Yeah.
He's shy around women. I was like, all right, you do my assignment. I can introduce you to a couple of girls.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's how we bonded. And back then, I didn't care about math, so we really never opened that gate.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting journey.
And I was gonna say, what do you do the stuff that you know now about maths? What do you do to apply it in your own life now? Like, is there anything particularly you see with it? Whether it is maybe it is something to do with jiu-jitsu or just anything in general. Maybe it's like a social situation. I think we were talking this off the camera. But there's anything that you now, having somewhat of a knowledge of this, do you apply it now into your daily life?
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Jiu-jitsu, for example. Um, math. Learning math, you have to like disconnect yourself from feelings,
Yeah, disconnect from emotions.
emotions, and you have to disconnect from what you want. What if you want something to be true? You also have to disconnect yourself from that because math doesn't have to um, agree with your own opinions.
Right.
Facts are facts,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not.
As I think I said to you last week,
That's right.
people may lie, but numbers never don't.
They're never done exactly. The same thing in jiu-jitsu. Certain way, like coaches, when they teach you technique.
We've discussed this. This is awesome. Yeah, this is good.
When they teach you techniques, they want it in a particular way, and they don't factor in that you as an individual you're completely different than them.
Mm-hmm.
So they insist on this one way. For example, like just physically speaking, I have a longer legs than for someone who's of my height. So some techniques like knee and shield has to be slightly modified for my height.
Correct.
And
Understand. Yeah.
when they see the way I do it in accordance with their teaching, they're like, oh no, this doesn't work this way. But it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't work.
Exactly.
Like,
Because the mechanics
is different.
Your femur is far greater than someone who's teaching, and maybe he's 5'9".
Yeah, but even like small things like hip escape, like it just clicked to me the other day, and
Really?
it completely changed my own game. For me to actually just hip escape, people say, "Oh, you need to hip escape in such way," but because of mathematics, especially geometry, everything is all about angles.
Correct. Oh, it's all about angles.
And if you know you're a tall and lanky person, your angles, if you're shorter than me, it doesn't need to be as great for you to make a space.
Correct.
So if I'm playing bottom game and I'm trying to hip escape up, my angle has to be like acute, like very, like that.
Yep.
Whereas yours is just, it could be even less than an acute,
like 45-degree angle.
For 45-degree angle. Mine, but has to be less than 45 because I'm a little bit more elongated to create space. And that, man, I've done so many private classes and nobody picked it up.
Oh, interesting.
So now I know how things work. I mean, if I didn't know math, I'd probably eventually find out how that works, but it would have taken me longer.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where we were talking about last week, the learning curve.
Learning curve.
Yeah. The averagely, it's, so for anyone who doesn't know, averagely, would you say 10 years to get your black belt?
Yeah.
Yeah. And where I guess we believe that you can shorten the learning curve if there's some sort of, if you apply your, I guess, certain mathematical knowledge into your training. That could be anything, right?
It could be anything, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing that completely deconstructed my idea of what everybody thinks is reality relative to jiu-jitsu. Like, just because your coach spent 10 years to get his black belt doesn't mean you have to do the same thing.
Correct.
No way. I mean, Gordon Ryan is a fucking...
Yeah, he's a apology.
Yeah, he's a perfect example of that. I mean, it didn't take him 10 years to do that. Kid Dan?
Kid Dan was one. Actually, I remember Danaher said he reckons if you could get anyone, any student, you reckon he could turn into at least at a world level in 3 years.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling Danaher now, he's thinking that he's very mathematical. He's a mathematical genius.
Yeah. Very systematic.
Yeah, very systematic.
Mathematics is very systematic in the sense that if you don't understand if you don't understand multiplications, like method of operation, so we have this new method, it's called method of operations. You have addition, you have 1 plus 1, you have subtraction, you have multiplication, you have division, and then you have what else have there? You can have like brackets.
Yeah.
BIMDAS, if you remember that. If you don't understand multiplication, chances are you probably won't understand division.
Correct.
So, for you to understand multiplication, you have to go back, one step back. And that step back is usually addition. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. What's the multiplication of that? So you spend time on that to familiarize yourself with it. The same thing with jiu-jitsu. It's a systematic
It's a systematic approach to learning.
Mm-hmm. And these days, we've seen it in classes sometimes. I'm sure they know there's a system, but they don't pass that knowledge to the students. So
I don't know, man.
I think anyway. That's my optimistic look.
I like that. Yeah. Huh.
So yeah, John Danaher, he's obvious. The reason why his team is successful is because he systemized it.
Yeah.
The other day, actually, I was seeing his Instagram post about back control. He goes, if you could pass your opponent's elbow, you basically have the back.
Correct.
So I sat on it for like half an hour, and I'm like,
of course you fucking did.
And I'm like, shit. Just every single time, I remember moments where every time I pass someone's elbow, straight away I'm going to the back. Like it's like there's no other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot fuck it up. And I was like, fuck, that's a fucking back system right there.
Yeah. Pass the elbow.
Just pass the elbow. Look for the elbow. Look for the elbow. At best, you probably get a fucking Battalion, like, I'm triangle.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck?
It's so simple when you think
so
about
simple.
it. Yeah.
Because it's systemized.
Yeah, I like it.
You almost lose your mind when you think about it.
Yeah, it's just basically. I feel like with it's looking at a completely deep, having a deeper understanding.
Absolutely.
So they go, this is what you got to do, pass the leg. No, it's like until you turn 45-degree angle, and when the left shin is under you, then you pass the leg through.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot more finer details in it.
And those finer details won't expose you. You won't see them unless you systemize everything. Because if you don't understand the previous step, there's no way you're going to go forward.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's...
I like it.
It's good to be alive these days, now that you know something like that. I mean, we definitely don't need 10 years to get black. No. Or any professional level. There's no way. That's an old dogmatic way of thinking. That's like heresy. Or witchery. Who believes in fucking witches these days?
Yeah, exactly. You'd be called crazy if you do.
Fucking have to be crazy.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Yeah. You good. It's good to be. There's good crazy and bad crazy. Yeah, you don't want to be the bad crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. So, what do you think? What do you think math, like seeing things from a mathematical point of view, will take you? Like, where do you hope to improve it? Because a lot of people have this idea of like, oh, maths, finance, number crunching, which is true.
It is. Yes, it is true.
But that's just looking at a small scale of it. People forget that math is a broad fucking subject.
Yeah.
There's probability, there's statistics, there's number theory, and there's geometry. Geometry. For some reason, people don't associate geometry with math, and I'm like, anything with shapes is geometry, so therefore it is math. Logic, philosophy is as mathematical as it can get.
Yeah, it's very black and white.
Very black and white. Well, so what do you think? What do you think you'll?
I think coming from a business standpoint, I think knowing the numbers on a deeper level, understanding. Okay, I do this, but I feel like I could even do it on a completely new level. Where I'll give you a quick example. If I talk to 100 people and I record this, so now I'm going to start recording, right? I'm going to speak to 100 different people. I'm going to try. The goal is to have 100 different conversations. Saying hi is not a conversation.
Yes.
It's exchanging words, how I say that. But having an actual conversation. So let's say I have 100 conversations and I'm going to record all of these. And then out of those 100 conversations, I book 40 new appointments.
Yeah.
Now, but I don't do it on one day. I do this 7 days a week. And then I start looking at trends. Okay, when's the best day to talk? Is it the mornings? At different times too. Is it the mornings? Is it the lunches? And so now I know at lunchtime, people, or I'd say probably nighttime's probably the best. Alright? Nighttime, people are finished work, so they're not stressed. They are more open to engage with conversation. So now, therefore, the probability of me booking the highest amount of appointments is it's best to talk to 100 different, have 100 different conversations at night for me to book the highest amount of appointments.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah. I mean, it's pattern recognition.
Yeah.
What I picked up from what you just said. And that's what math actually gives you. You
Correct.
see patterns and then you follow which one you believe in and what to do.
What else do you? It's a good question. What else do you apply numbers into your life?
Everything. Well, I try to implement everything with numbers. What's the latest? So, me and my friend actually, this has happened recently. He's like, he's a PT also. I think you should get him on.
Oh, really? We should do one together. We should.
Yeah.
Man,
Hey,
straight up, I'm gonna go order a microphone, and maybe we could use that microphone.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't tested it yet.
Okay.
I haven't tested it with two
Yeah.
people conversation.
Let me do some of my due diligence on it. I'll find like what's the best to have just one or multiple, or maybe I'll have to order maybe two.
I mean, Joe Rogan, he seems like maybe just get another one of those the little ones you have.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Yeah. This is the bullshit you gotta fucking figure out,
See,
bro.
yeah.
I have no idea about this microphone bullshit.
But
But again, it's part of it.
it's different.
It's part of the game.
Yeah. So recently we are TJ. He's a PT and also a Austria student.
Really?
We
Where does he PT?
he where does he PT? GSAC.
GSAC. Where's that?
Glenara.
Glenarus?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Recently, he's an interesting guy. He
Yeah, let's get him on, bro. Shout out TJ.
definitely shout out to TJ. He was taught. He's an ex-student of Ida Portal.
Yep.
For 3 years, I think. Ida Portal.
Oh yeah, he's the movement coach.
Movement
Yes,
coach.
yes.
So, he's very much into movement. Yeah, he's definitely an interesting guy. But anyway, he actually there's this. We came up with this the other day. He asked me, like, "What do you want to do next year?" I mean, 30 next year, big year. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I want to try ADCC trials. I want to try it. I want to get into it. So he goes, okay.
Just take the gear off.
Take the gear off.
Yeah, okay.
And he
I
goes,
like it.
And he goes, all right, well, you've got a whole year to plan for it because the trials happens at the end of next year, is it?
Yeah, I have to because it comes every 2 years.
Yeah, every 2 years. So 2021 is when the world's.
Yeah.
That's like a year away.
It's not long when you're thinking about it.
It's not long.
Do the numbers, bro. It's not long.
Yeah, that's what we did. We literally did
I
the
love
numbers.
it. Yeah.
And then he just broke down. He goes, this is the programming. Fighting, which is like training.
Okay.
Weight and other creative movement stuff like capoeira or basketball or something like that.
Yeah.
And this is a pre-periodization of it. So the first week is 3 times a week.
Yep.
For 4 weeks, and then you up the loading, and then you just cycle that every 3 months, and then you go back. So this is what we've done. And prior to this, I thought it's a fucking difficult thing to do, like actually get into ADCC.
Oh,
dude, I had no idea at the time. Like I do have an idea on how to get there, but actually the tactics, day in there, what do you actually need to do? Because as far as training goes, I mean, we absolutely we've got champions, killers there.
Yeah.
You can easily just go day in, day out, and eventually become like them.
Yeah.
But also there is a weight aspect to it. You got another, you have life to live, you have work, you have family, relationships, whatnot.
I give it.
And this
Yeah.
kind of clarifies things a little bit.
It does. It makes more sense because I can't remember if I said this before, but it's like you could have all the world champions, right, bro? You can't even pay your goddamn bills.
That's my number one fucking problem.
What's the point?
What's the point?
What's the point? No. What happens when you get fucking injured, bro?
Yeah.
Alright? Sometimes this happens. Hope it never happens. But what happens when you get injured and your whole life ambition was to be a world champion and you can't do it?
Last week, man, as far as I'm concerned, I was injured, like getting conjunctivitis.
Oh, it's frozen.
1 week.
Yeah.
You can't train.
Yeah.
And now
And it's not paying your bills either.
It's not paying your bills either.
Yeah.
Now you got 1 week. You're 1 week behind schedule, whilst the other contenders or world champions got 1 week on top of you. What do you do? So yeah, I think that helped a lot, and that was so the way he did it. It just happened with like 20 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, I think before math maybe. I don't think you need much math into this, but you also have to give credit to know a little bit of numbers to structure something that's supposed to last for a year.
Yeah.
And it happens that quick. I think I have to give him credit for that.
Yeah, we gotta get him on podcast.
Definitely.
Yeah, we gotta get him on podcast. Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey, straight. This is gonna go more now. We'll do part 1 and we'll do part 2.
Part 2, absolutely.
This already been like 40 minutes already.
40.
Yeah, dude, it goes fucking fast, dude. Yeah, it's cool.
Anyway,
yeah, so
yeah, so that's math.
I like it.
Probably got to do more with fit programming than math itself, but what the hell? It actually makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So what's your plan for jiu-jitsu? Like, is there any like big goals? Like,
I'm just gonna keep training, and then I think once business is sort of settled in, like, because that's the problem with business, right? You have to put a lot of fucking time in, and it's if you want to have this. I haven't done anything yet, but for me, what I've seen and what I've studied from other people, you need to be working 7 days a week. There's no such thing as weekends.
No.
Because guess what? Your competition has weekends, but you don't.
No.
And that's how you separate yourself from everyone else. And how you can deliver more value to anyone and blah, 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 right? And essentially that's why I came to my previous comment was, what's the point of training all the time and you can't even pay your bills? It's a means to an end. It's like, I guess you could say it's almost like bodybuilding a little bit. Not that it's a bad thing, but a lot of people just want to live their life by a barbell. But if your life is to grab a barbell and do this, it's a means to an end. Like, unless it's paying your bills, alright, which is really difficult to do. Unless it's paying your bills, you need to have a bigger perspective on that, because what happens when you get sick? What happens when you get injured? And you can't even support your family. Like, how selfish of you. That's how I see it. How selfish of me would it be to keep training and I can't support the people that I love around me?
That's ignorantly selfish.
Yeah.
And that's probably the worst kind of selfish.
But yeah, I want to take it. I'm going to take it all the way. Yeah. It's a thing. A lot of people are putting like when you do it like a year, 2 years. I don't really care. I think I'm more happy about the process of me doing it rather than the end goal. Because I have other passions other than jiu-jitsu.
That's right. Cool.
So as long as I'm gritting it out, as long as I'm training every day, as long as I'm going with that same mindset that I am doing it, and as I continue to focus on business and increase my cash flow per week and etc., eventually it's going to happen.
So what's the plan for business then? For
next year, I think I've got to really have a brand. That's the next stage. I'm getting my logos and all that kind of stuff done. So getting branding done, basically. And then as soon as that's done, I'm going to order a whole bunch of like hoodies, t-shirts, and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of merch. You get a whole lot of free merch. For all those listeners out there, you might get some free merch maybe. We'll do like a draw. I might do like a draw or something like that. I don't want anyone to buy the merch yet. I just want to do it as a more of just a marketing thing. Just like, hey, you want a hoodie? Cool. Yeah. And then on the social media side of things, I'll just do it like a raffle kind of thing. Like comment like 2 people, 3 people, whatever it is. They go and draw, and I'll do it like once a week kind of thing. So I'll do a big order of that. That's the plan there, and I think just continue growing the PT business, and eventually I want to get out of the commercial gym side of things. Eventually, whether have some sort of online platform, maybe it's just do a podcast. I don't know, man. Maybe you never know, bro. But like, I eventually I want to be tangible. Nimble. I say nimble. I want to be nimble where I'm able to move freely with my business. That's probably the goal.
That's the ultimate goal.
That's the ultimate goal, yeah. And with the power of technology now, you can do that.
Yeah.
So, as long as I've just got to keep building. You know what I mean? Keep building. As far as exactly what I want, I couldn't tell you, but
I ask this question because it's very important because once upon a time, I think up until last year, I was lost since I left oil and gas. And I think probably the biggest contributing factor is because I really didn't have a strategy and tactics on how to achieve a certain goal. A strategy in a sense that what's your plan for the next 5 years? And then that's a strategy. Because, okay, I'm gonna get into this job and get into management within 5 years. Tactics. What are you gonna do day in, day out?
To do that and then reverse engineer.
Yeah, reverse engineer backwards.
Correct.
And in oil and gas, man, I was actually thinking about it the other day. I'm like, there was a point where I hit rock bottom just before I got the job, and I still remember like yesterday. Was it 2012? Yeah, 2012. I was down to my last $50. It was a Tuesday afternoon. Last night I was crying on the phone to my dad like how fucking this world is fucked. And I'm like, this last $50, I'm gonna make 100 calls tomorrow. We get 100 calls tomorrow. If nobody answered, by Friday, I'm checking out of fucking Australia. One-way ticket, sell everything, going back to Africa.
Okay.
Never to return.
Yeah.
That was the breaking point. And I was like, man, if nobody called by fucking Friday, I get an interview. It's it. That's it. Done. And it didn't stop there. If by any chance somebody called, I want to climb on that ladder because I knew more or less where the oil and gas will take me.
Correct.
I was like, I want to have my own team.
Oh shit!
My
really?
own team.
Yeah.
Like team of 5 or 6 technicians that I can look after. The plan was to do it in 5 years. I'm like, if I have that in 5 years, I'm sorted. And that's where I just, drew the glass here.
Yep.
Sure enough, Friday afternoon I got a call. The guy was like, "Oh, come on Monday for an interview." Went on Monday. What's your plan for the company? All the information. I was like, just ran my mouth. That's exactly what I want to do. Because welcome aboard. In 1 week, you go for your offshore training.
Yep.
Did the whole swimming survival.
Oh really?
A month later, I was flying out to fucking Pilbara and fucking like in the outbacks. 3 years later, that was in 2014, I had my own team.
Oh shit.
And that's when everything just crashed.
Really?
I've overachieved my goal.
See this? Okay, there you go. Fucking.
That got me fucked up.
I find these questions really difficult because I don't know. There is an end goal.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for me, I love fucking watching people succeed. Right? And I love to just help as many people as I can. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know why. I think I told you one part. It was 16 when I got to see my whole family. The bank account's frozen. Blah blah blah. I couldn't withdraw my. Never gonna put myself in this position.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. I think I was watching a video of that in this bit. There has to be some end goal.
Something. Yeah.
But you're not gonna achieve it. But it's like you would be like your goal would be to try and stop world hunger. There's always going to be world hunger. You're never going to stop it. But that's something that's going to keep working. And the goals, you're never going to, because I see a lot of people do this. It's like, there'll be a lot of people do. They make a whole bunch of money. Like, I want to make $1 million, which is fucking nothing these days. If anyone's listening, don't make $1 million. You need to make 10 times.
Shoot for billion.
Shoot for Billy. Go for the Billy. I'm going for the Billy, bro. Going for the Billy. And they hit and they go, or like they make the goal is to make money, right? And then hit the money and I'm like, I'm still depressed as I fucking was when I was broke. Yeah. And you feel like that's that you hit that goal and you're like, I did it. Shit. And you did it earlier too. You did it in 3 years.
3 years. So I was 2 years ahead. But the worst thing about that goal setting, it wasn't well defined. Even though it was defined, it wasn't well defined. I said I wanted a team of my own. I didn't realize, I didn't define it as well as like, I want people that I like to deal with. To have a conversation. Like people you want to enjoy the company.
Correct.
I didn't define that part. So I got shit kickers.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh, this must be the reality of the game. And I'm like, no, it doesn't have to be a fucking reality game.
Yeah.
And then you take it upon yourself, and then you just descend down into depression lane,
Huh.
which happens quite too often.
It's very easy to, isn't it?
Very
You
easy.
get caught in these fault loops.
Yep.
Mm.
Fault loops, 100%.
Mm.
So, since then, up until now, that's basically what I've been doing. Like, I'm just trying to gravitate people that I'm willing to be around with. People I know I
So-
can give value and they can give me value.
Yeah.
Like, nothing else would matter other than that relationship. And I think that's the lesson that I've been learning since going back to oil and gas. Since leaving oil and gas. Actually, I did a job in oil and gas earlier this year. It was a great team. Fucking fantastic.
Really?
And it was almost too good to be true. And because of the nature of oil and gas, high. I think oil and gas probably has the second or the first rates of mental problems.
Really?
If it's not army, it's gonna be oil and gas, 100%. One or the other. I think
Mining
soldier. What do you call it? Army?
Yeah, military.
Military or oil and gas, one or the other.
Yeah.
And it's funny because those two actually go hand in hand. A lot of people that go oil and gas are ex-military.
Really?
Navy. Oh man, it's ridiculous. Like all of our technicians, like aerial communication techs, they come from the Navy, and it makes sense because these guys are used to staying away from civilization, and they can deal well with it in isolations.
But yeah, that fucking totally makes 100%. Yeah.
And the mental health there, it's fucking shocking. Like I've lost that. Going back to the story, the job that I did earlier this year in oil and gas, I've lost a mate. Like, he was a great guy. We get along just fine.
Yeah.
Boom.
Gone.
Huh. So now, like, I went into now, since that happened, I'm like, fuck, well, I haven't thought about that. Now that I've gained a good team, now there's a problem. I can easily lose them as well.
Yeah.
And
the first one's getting them and keeping them.
Keeping them. So I never thought about that. And it's like just a rabbit hole. Like it's like chasing a ghost almost.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important, like what you said earlier. Like you always have to chase a goal that you never keep up.
Yeah.
So therefore, it becomes a journey that you're going to grow.
This is what I was talking about, the process.
It's the process.
The process of doing it. Yeah, 100%. And I think that's what I'm all about, like building a fucking empire.
Yeah.
What is an empire? Like, what do you even define that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a goal that is not very. I don't know what the word would you say, but is it well defined, or I don't know, maybe a better word to put it?
A well defined goal, like. It's gotta be as detailed as possible.
Yeah.
Like down to even if you can describe how it smells when you get the goal.
Yeah.
It has to go down to that level.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. That's important. I've never like with this ADCC, like just saying I want to get into the trial and actually win the trial. How does that even look? Because that looks very sketchy.
Yeah.
So I've got to really commit to it. And as far as I'm concerned, I didn't even commit 50% because I didn't define it.
Do you think it's like more of a, it's probably going to a business sense, but do you feel like it's more of like an execution thing for me? Because I don't, maybe I don't know exactly what the end goal is, and that's why I can't give it a defined goal. But for me, because I don't do that, I'm more about executing, go again, be at the gym all the time, podcast all the time, social media all the time, talking to many people, so just constantly busy, just building, and I'm just sort of navigating my way through these executions of failures and wins. I'm kind of just working my way through it.
That's a good question. Because the way I, correct me if I'm wrong, the way I interpret that is when you're so good at executing, you're like foot soldier.
Yeah.
Fucking good. But who's the general? who's actually say, oh, this is those execution, does it actually meet our goal?
Yes.
Who's
Correct.
that general?
Correct.
That's the problem. If you don't know who's the general, it should be you. You should be the soldier and the general.
Yeah.
You execute and you pop out and see where you are
going.
on the
Yeah.
And it's a difficult thing. Yes, of course it's difficult to be two things at once. It's nearly impossible. That's why most of us stuck in the fucking rat race.
Yeah, dude. That's why it's the hardest when you get out of it.
Yeah. We're so good at executing. I think we're very good at executing.
You reckon?
I think so.
I mean,
if you're interested in something,
yeah,
you already want to be. You're already invested in it.
Yeah.
You just go in. But to what end? Like the case that you said with the bodybuilders, lifting barbells.
Yeah. What is it for?
What is it for? They're missing the great, what do you call it?
Picture? Perspective?
The great perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to to do it day in, day out, but to what end? According to you, not to somebody else. What do you get out of it?
Exactly.
But most of us are okay with fucking executing. Actually,
Yeah.
Then that's the thing about math. Math taught me execution is as good as execution is as good as your vision, your end goal vision. If you're executing every day, if I'm doing math exercise every day and I'm getting good at it,
but if it's not moving the needle forward.
It's not moving the needle anywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
you're just being busy for the sake of being busy.
Yeah. And the opposite of that would be, reading biographies about mathematicians. You're getting a good scope of.
Yeah, but you're not actually doing.
But you're not actually doing the foot
see, I was doing that part.
Yeah.
Probably not that long ago, or maybe about 8 months ago. I was just reading, like just educating, doing a little bit of work, but like I wasn't actually doing the work.
Yeah.
Like there's only so much books you can read before you go.
Yeah.
Fuck! It all ends up. It's all the same. It's all the same shit.
That's
bro.
right.
They all say the same shit.
That's when you just stop and go and execute everything.
That's what I've been. That's what I've been exactly doing. It's good. Good shit. Fuck, a lot of people get that wrong, hey. Well, they don't do anything about it. That's probably the biggest one.
They don't do anything about it. I think.
Because it's scary. It's scary as fuck, bro. Trying to do something.
Well, yeah. Or if you're not familiar with it.
Oh, bro.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Evolution tells us not to touch fire. Once you get burnt once.
Yeah.
You don't go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You think thinking with school, well, this always goes up in conversation, but where we go to school and you failing is deemed as bad, and it's deemed as bad. Like you failed the test, you failed the subject, and it gets so embedded in our fucking brain. So the fear of failing now, I think, to be honest, maybe you have a different opinion on it, but I feel like for 95% of people, they're so scared of failing because subconsciously, back at school, even back home, even as a kid, you stuffed up something that was bad.
That was bad, yeah.
But really, I think failing is somewhat, I think it's probably one of the best things you can do.
Change your perspective. You only see that because you've changed your perspective on it.
Adults only learn through emotional pain, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Unfortunately, I wish there was better ways to learn.
That's a hard one. And yeah, 100% I believe that. 12 years of grueling of you're being taught, if you fail, we're going to shame you. If you fail, you should feel bad.
Yeah.
If you fail...
How the hell you fucking break that down, bro?
12 years. You are basically, essentially, what you're trying to do here is you're trying to deconstruct, go the opposite way from what you've been taught for 12 years.
And it's so deep in your fucking brain, bro.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a fucking PTSD.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It is it.
You are going against experience. Who's going to fault in experience?
Yeah. It's like saying the saber-toothed tiger is not going to fucking rip your head off.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to give it a pat.
Yeah.
I'm going to pat it. We're going to see how we go this time.
Yeah.
We'll give it a pat, see how we go. And it rips your fucking head off again.
Yeah, boom. Like that video of it's like a viral video where there's a bear trainer or something like that. He was like, he's been apparently they were friends with that bear for like 5 years. A circus bear, does tricks. Live video in a circus. This bear just mauled the motherfucker around.
Really?
Just mauled him. I'm like, people are horrified. I'm like, it's a fucking savage.
No shit.
But yeah, it's true. Failure, man. Jiu-jitsu, that's why we love jiu-jitsu.
Oh, dude.
I mean, tapping out, that's you admitting your failure.
Yeah, that's when you failure, bro.
Yeah.
It's so humbling, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing to know that now. Definitely a blessing to know. How far are we with time?
We just did it now. I'm just uploading the first one.
Okay.
And then so I'm just gonna press play again. We'll just keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, failure. I'm embracing failure now more than ever. What's that saying? Edison. The Edison.
Light bulb guy?
The light bulb guy. Yeah. The light bulb guy. Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. Yeah, yeah.
But what did he say? He goes. He failed.
Yeah, he failed. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
He only just needs it to work once.
Yeah.
That's it.
He said something. Maybe something exactly like this. Like I just learned 10,000 ways that how it didn't work. Yeah.
And I love that shit.
It's such a good perspective.
Like because that actually what makes. That's why I value losses more than wins. Because winning means like you're confirming what you plan.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the other fucking 99 ways that can horribly go wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's exactly what jiu-jitsu does. You know? Yeah. Failure is definitely one of the best lessons. And like these days, even people pull me up and they go, "Oh, you fucked up," and I'm like, "Oh well." And now I know that way will never work again.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll just move on to the next. But there's also this is where you go back to the 10,000 hours to become a master of it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of contradictory. But think about it for a second. To become a black belt, it takes 10 years. That means they spent 10 years knowing ways that it didn't work.
Correct.
Which is great. But at the same time, why should you spend those 10 years learning the wrong ways? You don't have to.
I think that's I think that's with books.
That's where books come into play.
Books
Other people's experience come into play. Internet.
I do. I think it's fucking crazy, man, that no one reads books these days.
No.
Dude, do you understand? You can learn from other people's mistakes so you don't make the same one.
100%. 100%.
Like, how do you, like, I think it shortens the learning curve. Because it's like you're not getting any younger.
No.
You're not getting younger at all. So, how do you condense the time of learning?
Watch other people's fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what I prefer.
Yeah. Or hang out with people who are older than you, who've gone through that same fucked up, and you can learn from their fuck, so you don't make the same fuck up.
So you don't need to spend X amount of hours going through.
I'm all about speed, bro. Like I need to condense my time.
That goes back to the P and NP problem. Remember?
Oh, dude, I fucking love that shit, bro.
Yeah, P and NP, P versus P and P problem. If you don't have to spend time on it to get ahead, then don't fucking spend time on it.
That's right.
Condense it. Yeah, it's crazy. This is why I love Joe Rogan's podcast. He has such an eclectic mix of people. I think his podcast is more important than going to university. Legit.
Probably learn more from school, bro.
Oh, dreadful. I was actually asking TJ the other day because the PT, my friend, this is his second degree now. First one he did was in accounting.
Really?
Which he thought it was a mistake. And I was like, yep, of course.
Sorry, TJ. You're a fucking dickhead.
Actually, it's so funny. He's an accounting graduate.
Yep.
But he gets an accountant to do his accountancy. I find that hilarious.
It's crazy. I would say it's like doing a business degree.
Yeah.
At uni. What do you mean? Just fucking start, dude. Just fucking start.
Or the worst ones is probably entrepreneur.
Don't get me started, dude. Man.
Oh, those social influences.
They're my favorite, bro. Power of the internet.
Fucking internet, I love it. There was one guy.
Dude, don't be a fucking entrepreneur, bro. Dude, Oh man, it's so
Entrepreneur.
it's not what fucking's made out to be, bro.
Yeah,
I reckon there's at least like I'm only getting a little bit of taste of success now, bro.
Yeah.
And I reckon there's been 5 years of just eating fucking shit.
Yeah.
Just eating fucking shit, bro.
Yeah.
5 years is working, like pretty much working every day. Even if I got downtime, I read. Fucking like you gotta be busy. You gotta be like trying to figure what the fuck's going on.
That's right.
Man, it's not fucking fun, bro.
No, it's not. It's not because you're
It's a
pulling ahead.
sacrifice, bro. I reckon I've missed a lot of fucking parties. I've lost relationships.
Oh, yeah.
All that shit, bro.
I've just lost a relationship. It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, great in the sense that I'm trying to find something that's pressing in my mind right now, and it's doing me heady, and I can't handle it. I was like, man, I gotta suspend other things. Speaking of which, what are the biggest woo-woos that you see in the industry? Because I would love to hear some of that.
I love woo-woos, bro.
Woo-woos, like people, there'll be ton like woo-woos. For example, one woo-woos that I get in with math is that you need to be at uni to learn mathematics. And I've just recently pulled out of uni because my debt is fucking getting out of control.
Shit.
And I was like, no, fuck that.
Dude, it's fucking a lot of bullshit, bro. Fuck. I think, well, actually, I think it's this is. I'll go straight to the fixture after this one. Just going to uni, the saying that you can be X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Right. So now, obviously, some subject or some fields, yes, you have to do it.
Yeah.
But I'll say business is a good one, dude. I've just learned from my fucking fuck ups.
Yeah. And
That's
record
it.
it like this.
Yeah.
This
is what a great way to.
That's a curriculum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think that, but I think the biggest woo it is kind of cliche, bro. But it's like people think there's some secret sauce to get shredded quickly or put on muscle quickly. They're always looking for this fucking quick diets and all this fucking shit. Fuck, I hate diets, dude.
The weight belts.
Yeah.
The vegans.
The vegan, it's all, and like, oh, this is the best diet or keto's the best. Fucking doesn't fucking matter, man. What matters is like a healthy lifestyle. Almost a healthy lifestyle, and I think genetics have a massive role of what diets you have. I think that's really. I feel better on this diet. Well, yeah, yes, because your whole family history had a history of cholesterol issues. So yes, maybe this is a lot better for you. Or whatever it is, you know what I mean? I think that's a big wall, but there's no secret. I think, you know what it is? I think it's little steps every day, and I think it's consistency every fucking day. A little bit every day. Walls.
What about like exercise wise? Because there's gotta be like a ton of fucking woo-woos there. Like for example, one of the woo-woos that I'm still trying to like decipher is keeping pull-ups. Keeping.
Dude, so I took this on the last episode. So you like this? So I think with keeping pull-ups, it is dependent on the objective out of the exercise. Now, keeping pull-ups. If you told me I want to see how many pull-ups I want to do in X amount of time, that's where the CrossFit came in. So how many pull-ups can you do in X amount of time? Okay, so that's when the kicking, so you can gain momentum, so you can get more in. Now, does that build strength? Well, kinda, but I think you could do 20 kip pull-ups, or I could do 5 and get twice the amount of results in half the amount of the effort.
True. Yeah. So that's not really a woo, but because it's dependent on objection.
But it would be a woo if you said this is the best way to do it.
This is the best one. Okay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Depends how you look at it, I guess. But there is definitely no fucking secret diet. There's definitely no secret. This is programs, bro. Everyone's looking for the fucking best program. There's no fucking progressive overload's only the way you're gonna get results. It's, you know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? And depending on the individual objective and goals, you tweak that program for. But that's it. There's no secret exercise.
So where do you think people getting these ideas of best of?
Because people don't want to do the work. People are looking to shortcuts. That's why. It's
so basically they're looking for like the bang for your buck with
Yeah.
the most minimum effort.
Yeah, exactly. It's like jiu-jitsu, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, there's as we've discussed there is probably we believe there is a formula where you can get into the learning time. There's still a fuck ton of work, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a fuck ton of work. You know what I mean? There's a fuck ton of getting your ass kicked as well. So I don't think that is really a secret formula at all. I think it's just people just don't want to do the work. It's it's like I guess you were talking about entrepreneurship. Doing these, I can make you'll be making $1 million or $10,000 in 3 months after doing this course or whatever it is. That kind of shit, you know what I mean?
I did try one of them just to see if it actually.
How'd it go?
Oh man, terrible. Terrible. But honestly, I went with the best, optimistic, open-minded. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna prove this right, which that's what I was in it for.
Hey,
I
nearly did it too, bro. So it's all good. Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let's go do it. I'm like, man, I feel like a child is just. I went to a shop. They trying to give me a candy, but it ended up being a fucking plastic. And I'm like, oh fuck. And I was like, that was hard to swallow.
Yeah. But we did that. I didn't do that, but I was always thinking about it took up so much of my time just thinking. I want to do this course. Fuck, I don't have the fucking money. I want to do this social media fucking program. I'll be able to make millions of dollars online. Yeah, no. You got to figure. Unless you have mentors or the right people in your life to learn from that, otherwise you have the knowledge. Everything's on the internet now, bro.
Yeah, everything's in it. That's right.
Yeah.
Actually, there was
what a great time to be fucking alive, bro.
Fuck it off.
Dude, best time to be alive.
You know that book that you said on shortness of life?
Oh, Seneca?
Seneca?
Yeah.
Seneca?
Yeah, dude.
That.
Oh, you read it?
No, I haven't read it yet. That's on my next list.
Yeah.
But when you said you're going to buy for me, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hang on a second, just hold that thought. With a bit of search, I found the exact copy, well, not copy, but exact same book.
Yep.
But different publisher.
Yeah, there's a couple of publishers. That's the problem with philosophy books. There's a lot of different publishers.
But the difference is $5 and free. That's internet power right there.
Oh, no shit.
Which is crazy. Yeah. There's even another course that Tim Ferriss, I'm a fan of Tim Ferriss. He interviewed like billionaires, top 10 questions that made billionaires.
I love that.
Then,
it's the stuff I love. Yeah.
$22. It was $22 at entrepreneur.com, the website.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is bullshit. And I was like, let me just sit on it for like half an hour and look around. And I found the exact same shit on his podcast website, which was free.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, motherfuckers. If there's a secret, it'll be that.
Yeah.
Sell it to the general public and people who actually want to give a fuck about looking around, they'll find it. And that's where I get a lot of my math lectures and assignments from, like University of Zurich. They release last semester curriculum.
Huh.
Last semester, we're talking about last semester, the same semester that I was supposed to pay 10 grand for.
Really?
So, yeah. So as far as university goes, I'm 6 months behind.
Isn't that funny?
It's the same content, same fucking content.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's the biggest rule.
Whatever rules is out there.
What's the other one? Rules in terms of training.
Training.
It's good that you mentioned the building muscle.
Yeah.
While losing fat at the same time.
Oh, you can't unless you're taking supplements. Supplements.
And that's what Tim Ferriss fucking said.
Unless you're taking supplements to get super shredded. Tren is a great example. If you take Tren, it just gets you shredded.
What is it?
I'm not too educated, so I won't put my thoughts in it. I know the basics of it, but basically, it just raises your core temperature, so that way your heart rate's elevated. You're burning. You just keep burning. Yeah, dude, it's not really it's not healthy.
Doesn't sound like.
No, that's good, but that is a great way to burn fat and build muscle at the same time.
So you just kind of elevate your work rate.
Yeah.
With the same physical.
That's what fat burners do.
Fat burners.
I've
never had fat burners.
They just elevate your heart rate.
That's special, man.
That's what they do, bro.
put a gear on and go.
Chuck a gear, bro. You'll be fine. In the middle of fucking summer, bro. At the bottom of the basement.
You know, the other woo-woo would be, the altitude mask. Oh my god, I was sold on that one too.
Really?
Like 6 years ago.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, that was massive back 5-6 years ago, bro.
That was huge.
Yeah. I remember going hikes around here. We should go for a hike when the weather actually fucking comes up. And everyone's running up with these fucking masks and all this shit. It's like, these stupid motherfuckers.
You know what? It's so funny because it clicked to me like 3 years ago after going through the whole motion 6 years earlier.
Yeah.
Six years earlier, I went to Mexico. So I used to do like altitude runs in Mexico. 3 weeks, man, my cardio level was off the roof. I went to Cali, which was a lower altitude, and I ran. My average average speed was in Mexico was 15 kilometers an hour at my highest effort. In California, it was 25.
Really?
I put the altitude mask on. I was almost dying. My eyes started getting like red. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
3 years ago, it occurred to me I was actually getting carbon dioxide poison.
Oh.
Because that's what altitude mask does. It actually restricts your airflow. It does not, which gives you the simulation of you're working at a higher rate.
Huh.
But what really is happening is you restrict oxygen.
Correct.
Therefore, you're also restricting your carbon dioxide going out.
Yeah.
So you're retaining more carbon dioxide with less oxygen. What a fucking recipe for this.
It's like putting a sock in your mouth.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I was suffocating on fucking carbon dioxide. I was like, man, what a fucking woo-woo.
That's funny as fuck, bro.
Fitness is crazy. That's...
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to get a proper fucking setup.
Yeah. This is definitely need to be a proper setup.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're still going like this. Haven't run out of storage.
Yeah, it's still juicing.
Yeah.
The camera's good, bro.
Yeah, it's good. Not too bad. Probably get a... how's your setup? When are you thinking you're doing the setup? Like,
Where is it?
Like, is it going to be like on the go, on the movement, like doing podcast?
Like how...
Like, do you have a location? You think about a set location or just on the
I
go?
don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, until I have my own gym or something like that, then maybe I'll have like a studio set up or something like that.
Yeah.
At the moment, bro, just wherever.
Have you looked into places to rent for gym yet?
Started to. Yeah, started to.
How's it looking?
Yeah, it's still a little while away. You know what I mean? I think because when I want to do it, I want to go all in on it. You know, I want to actually, like, if I have a gym, bro, I want to have mats. I want to have a gym set up. I actually want to invest a fair bit of money into it.
Have you looked into like location wise?
Yeah, it's gonna be around the city, bro.
Right,
I gotta be around people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the end of the day. I don't want to move out in the middle of freaking nowhere just because the rent is cheaper. But that's just a scarcity mindset, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you can't afford it, fucking earn more.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah. So if you ask me, would you do one now? I'm like, yeah, sure, go for it. But it's not the era that I want to run in.
No.
I've got to move places, and then I'm not going to be fucking happy.
Yeah.
Because I'm in some bum fucking town that I don't even like being there. But I'm doing it just because I want to run a gym.
Yeah.
No, I want to be around people. I want to be in the city where the hustle bustle's around.
Yeah, especially in Melbourne.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I think when I do have our own gym there, we'll have like the mats. We'll have a proper gym set up. I'll get a few like PTs and stuff like that to run it. Not so much run it, but like, so that way they're building their business. We'll help build their business, and it will help the gym.
How are you gonna set up like your ideal gym?
Straight, I want the best fucking culture in the gym, like a real good community vibe to it. You know, I don't think really any gyms do it well, bro. You know what I mean? I don't think like if you look at the best gym, this is probably overall even jiu-jitsu gyms. Like, what do you think are the best gyms in the world? They're the ones that got the best culture.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
And I don't see any other gyms in Australia particularly are doing that well. Doing it well. There are some of them doing good, but I'm like, it could be better. Could be better.
Actually, it's good you mention it because first time I went to 10th Planet last week, and that completely just shocked
Yeah,
me.
you're saying that.
Like 10th Planet, man. The culture there is.
Is that one in South Melbourne or Coburg?
South Melbourne.
Gotcha.
So yeah, right next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
The culture there was.
I need to go down.
Yeah, you definitely need to go down to
Is that
Open Mat.
bald-headed guy is the black belt?
No, I forgot his
He's
name.
always coaching. I remember this because I remember competing as a white belt.
He could be, but the person that I saw there,
Oh, there must obviously more than.
yeah, there's more than.
Oh, obviously one. Yeah.
He's short, stock, like typical jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
Like this big,
Yeah,
short,
yeah.
5'4" maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
But the culture there is different. Like, I was just shocked because my friend, he invited me over. Open mat is always on Friday.
Really?
So the
what
first
time?
6:30.
Okay.
6:30. Mine's for about an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Oh. We'll organise it. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll hit him up and then he can just invite us over for open mat.
Awesome.
The first culture shock. Culture shock was open mat was free to visitors.
Okay.
And I'm like,
They weren't expecting money.
I wasn't expecting money. Even though it's
pretty. Yeah.
I like to contribute in some way.
Yeah, of course.
Like
Shout out. Maybe put me something on your social media or
did something.
whatever. Yeah.
So they said no. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, so what's the protocol with, I don't know, gi and that's another one.
Don't ever say
They
gi.
go, no. This is I was like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
But the way they interact with each other, there's like brothers.
Like a brotherhood.
Like they're just brothers.
Yeah.
Like
That's where it's missing.
the hierarchy is like non-existent. Like I didn't know who's the coach. I didn't know who's the student. That's how well blended they are. And my friend's like,
that's a team. Man. That's a team.
That is a team. That's a tight team. And after training, they go as a bunch and they go socialize in the pub down the road. I'm like, man,
that's what's missing. Well, Europe is really. I dated a girl. She's from Italy, and she said the same thing. I asked the same question I asked you. Was what's one thing that you think Australians should start doing that you do back home? And she said, she's really good at soccer, and like most Italians are. And she said, as soon as we finish, we'll go out socialise. We'll go to the pub. We'll do something like that. You don't see that here. Everyone just wants to go home after training. Tonight, if we train competition tonight, same thing. What's everyone do after? Like sometimes, like I've got to work, but like that's 9:30 tonight. But like most people, like go home. You don't have that, and then when you do socialize, it's like once or twice a year.
Christmas party.
Christmas party.
I fucking hate them.
Oh, bro, they're fucking the worst.
I loathe them because you feel like you're socializing with the family members that you don't want to fucking really be with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, the culture is definitely a big one. It's huge.
How interesting.
Yeah, and that was 10th Planet. It's definitely worth a visit because
let's organise it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we should do that and then organise like dinner after.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. That's what we did.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And also praying on Sundays.
Oh, really?
That completely threw me out.
Really? Yeah. Dude, I got the few mats at my gym, bro, but it's so hard to get people to train on a Sunday. No one wants to do it.
I don't understand.
I want a Netflix, bro. You ain't understanding me. I need the Netflix to chill.
Fucking hell. On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday. Yeah.
Who the fuck told you deserve a day off, motherfucker?
Yeah, no shit. On a Sunday. If anything, I want to be doing something. Constructive. Like
exactly.
Netflix. Yeah. Netflix probably it's the devil. It's a fucking.
It's a plague.
Oh, it's a fucking plague, alright. Actually, I refused to get into Netflix up until 2 years ago, and it was my ex. Curse that bitch.
Yeah.
And I refused to pay for Netflix. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Even the content, like.
What is it? I have it, but I don't watch it. Like, and I don't pay for it either.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just I'm paying that fucking. Was it $20 a month?
Yeah, something like that.
Fuck that, bro.
I'm like, I'd rather pay that to like I don't know, Keenan Online or something.
Yeah, I just started that. I just started doing that. Yeah,
how's that?
It's good. It's good. Like, I feel like I need to. I feel like if you're gonna do it, I feel like I've got to invest a lot more time in it. But I spent a little bit of time on Sunday. Yeah, fuck man. Actually, now I think of it, it's $20 a month. if I spend at least Sunday, spend like an hour, 2 hours on it, it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
I think so. And you get to see his philosophy, how he thinks jiu-jitsu is, and all this kind of stuff.
He's a very insightful guy. There's certain depth in consider, especially
he's very systematic approach.
Very systematic,
Yeah.
and he's very deep in philosophy.
Oh yeah.
Especially you consider that he dropped out from high school.
Yeah, yeah. People are like, oh, dude, I've had a conversation. Oh, he's just lucky because I think his parents were very well off. But
You blame that?
it doesn't, like, you still have to do the work.
Yeah, no, sure. You still gotta do the work.
Still gotta do the work, bro.
He could have slapped and not even bothered.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go back on to it's like Donald Trump. His father's very wealthy and gave him. He actually he seen the opportunity and actually did something with it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah. But yeah, I just did that. That was really good.
So what opted you to go with Keenan Online?
I just like he does shit that I feel like I can relate to the dude a little bit in somewhat way because how he's always been his own sort of way. How he got kicked out of.
He's an outlier.
It's and I've had a very similar story where I got not kicked out at a jiu-jitsu gym, but like I wanted to do my own path, and it wasn't the way the team was orientated off. So you just become as an outlier.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same thing that happened at Atos. It's the same thing. He was creating his own business. Was like, hey, this is my. How dare you?
Actually, that Atos fallout, I've actually never found out what actually happened.
I'll find the details good because my friend shout out to Zach if he's listening to us. He lives in San Diego. He trains at Atos.
Yeah.
And I'll actually find out from see what's.
But prior to that one, he used to be with the.
Lloyd Evan.
Lloyd Irving.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, Lloyd Irving. Yeah, and that he had a fallout there as well.
Really? I didn't know that one.
2015, because that's when I heard about Keenan when he was brown belt or purple.
That's what Pepper about me.
Yeah, brown or purple or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a rape incident.
Really?
In that gym, yes, there was a rape incident, and I don't know the extensity. What has it got to do with Keenan himself? But he ended up leaving because he used to be an LTI Lloyd Irving member.
Okay.
But interesting. Yeah, Keenan. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. He just started his gym too, bro.
What, Keenan Online?
No. He got his own legit gym. It's fucking huge in San Diego. Yeah, he just opened up last month. Yeah, he's gonna dude messing jiu-jitsu like.
You're killing it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's massive. It's a huge gym. Yeah. When we do a trip to Cali, bro,
Definitely. Pass by.
Yeah.
Wow. I looked at Atos online system. It's actually not too bad, but I still prefer Keenan's over Atos' way of explaining things.
Yeah, I think that's true. The way he articulates the position.
And his sarcasm kind of just dispels.
Yeah, he's got a good humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good humor. I think that's why I like it too.
What do you think about the Blue Basement?
That's
the Donahoe squad.
Yeah.
Have you been yet?
I haven't been to America. I haven't been to the States yet. That's next year.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I've only been in West Coast.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do when I go West Coast and then go to East Coast and do stay in New York for like a week or 2 weeks maybe.
That's gonna be intense. New York would be fucking intense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So. Yeah, cultures and gyms, right?
Cultures and gyms. You can see through.
Yeah.
Fucking you can see through.
That doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu gyms, bro.
It doesn't have to, no, absolutely not. And that's not even extending it to MMA.
Correct. Is it? Yeah.
MMA, would you think MMA would be worse?
As in worse, as in...
I mean, no disrespect to absolute, but the MMA guys and the jiu-jitsu guys, they're so fucking disconnected.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean,
That's
what does it take to just say hi? What that movement? Like even when we train together in the advanced class, because sometimes I go to the advanced class where half of the guys are no gi and the other half is MMA.
Yeah.
Like that cohesion.
I remember doing that because I run my open match Monday and Wednesday now, so I can't get down to the no-gi sessions. But I do remember that being the case where they're like, it was cool. It was like there was a very I couldn't have a conversation with them. I couldn't hold a conversation
even
more than fucking 30 seconds.
Even related to what we're actually doing on the mat.
Yeah.
Like it's that disconnection. Yeah. No, I don't know. Or it could be an Australian thing. I don't know. Actually,
Australia, bro.
I get along so well with Brazilians.
Same, bro. I love it.
Like,
I think they're beautiful people, bro. I think they're great. I think, yeah. You said, actually, now remember, you wanted to do a Brazil trip. We should.
Yeah.
I'm planning one.
Man, my Brazil trip has been in the making since '98.
Man, I need to do it straight up. If I get robbed, I need to get robbed with someone else.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Church.
Yeah.
Fuck it up. Yeah, nah, Brazil, yeah.
We should,
definitely, I want to do Brazil. Like,
we should do one instead of. Oh, actually, no, we should do both. We should do the States and Brazil. But.
Actually, Brazil and States at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah, that what a way to do it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Like something like maybe 3 months. 6 and 6, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's cool.
Because actually, I've researched so much about Brazil. It got to a point where I feel like sometimes I'm living in Brazil in my mind.
Yeah.
Like the visa, I worked out the visa. I
Really?
worked out how much it costs.
Okay.
On like in the most expensive city, which is Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
How much to rent a place, food, the language, even like the corner streets to avoid.
You gotta know where you're fucking going, bro.
And I'm like, I even like have like all funds just ready to go.
Really?
Like I go to Brazil, I'm taking my fucking brick phone with me.
Oh yeah, you take a brick phone, bro.
But yeah, it's Brazil. Yeah, it needs to happen. It needs to fucking happen. I came close last year. Because I used to practice capoeira.
Yeah.
And then we were doing a
big
camp.
in Brazil.
Yeah, huge. Capoeira camps that's another fucking martial art.
Yeah, it's gangster.
Yeah, came close. Was supposed to go for 2 years, but family got in the way, so I couldn't make it.
Right.
But yeah, Brazil definitely in the cards. I don't know.
Shit.
Well, yeah, Brazilian steaks. Actually, speaking of steaks, when Trump came into power, I'm actually banned from going to the US.
Really?
Because I was born in Sudan.
Huh.
And Sudan is.
So can you get in the US now?
See, well, I got to US when Obama was in power.
Oh.
So it was just like in and out. But when Trump signed that executive fucking order to blacklist countries that have.
Is that still?
I don't know if it's still active. I don't know if it's active or not.
Fuck. See, this is the shit we don't think about.
Yeah, no. Like,
especially from Australian standpoint, you don't think about this shit.
Because you know what? I've got an Australian passport. I could do my visa waiver, the whole lot.
Yeah.
Get to fucking LA airport.
Yep.
They look at the passport, Khartoum. That's Sudan. It's like blacklisted.
Yeah.
Go back to it. And I'm like, this is an Australian passport, people.
Man.
Yeah. They did block high profiles Sudanese from Sudanese who were born in Sudan but naturalized in UK and America, in what do you call it, Australia as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Imagine that shit. Plan everything, get to the airport.
Yeah. Look at you like, you fucking peasant.
Yeah.
See that plane? That's where you're on there. Get back on there.
Yeah. Are you Mexican? Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to research on that one. But my sister wasn't born in Khartoum. She managed to go earlier this year.
Okay.
But she doesn't have Khartoum on her passport.
But you have that on your passport.
I do have mine on the passport.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's hard as fuck to change that too, bro.
Impossible. Actually,
it'll take 6 months to change.
They did actually give me an option if I want to change. I'm like, this is like denying piece of history.
Respect. Yeah, I get that.
No matter how bad it is, I mean.
That's going back to the earlier conversation, sense of identity. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty dumb when you think about it now. Do these fucking cranes, man? Do they go all night?
This goes all night.
For the listeners.
All night, actually.
Construction at work.
Here's a video. If you guys haven't seen this yet, so this is the view. That's the where's my finger? That's the crane. Goes all night, 24 hours.
That drilling.
That just
Is that drilling?
That's what do you call it? Used to be it used to have drilling, but that is what do you call it? That it compactor.
Yeah, it's a compactor. I don't know. It breaks the fucking ground.
No, that's one of this part.
Oh,
of
it
that.
was when they put the poles in.
No, this actually compacts. Once you dig and you want to solidify the ground.
It makes it hard. Okay, that's what it does. Okay.
That's what.
That's what it is.
Yeah, because
dude, it's fucking crazy, man. Once you can dig some fucking tunnels on the ground, it blows my mind, bro.
Straight after, it's like so that's gonna be a station.
Yeah.
And right here is gonna be a station, and 200 meters that way is gonna be another station. I don't know. Apparently it works. And obviously different names of station, because I think that's Town Hall. This is gonna be like Acme, Fed Square. This is, I think.
Dude, how Americanized is that?
It is
Town
Hall. Americanized Town Hall, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the city. I think it's long overdue.
Yeah,
They should have done this ages ago. Like you were saying when last time we caught up, how they want to interlink the suburbs intersectionally, not vertically.
Yeah. So
to connect different.
Yeah. Well, what they're gonna do, and probably this is in the future, but like, so Melbourne's been built out, right? Mm-hmm. The problem is now it's so condensed right now. They're like, fuck, what do we do? Mm-hmm. So now, due to the fact that Melbourne's tiny, man, like if you really look at it, right?
I got the map right there.
Tiny as fuck, bro. Look at that. That's the size of that fucking A2 map. Can't see. Can you see it?
No, I don't think you can see it. But I have a map of CBD there.
It's so like São Paulo, bro. 25, 26 million people. That's
the whole population of Australia.
Yeah. In a city, right?
In a city.
So we've got about 5 million now, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, but with the country towns now, what they're going to do, they're going to start having more railways, so they have more trains, so they come into the city. So they'll have, I think, Ballarat, which is a country town.
Yeah.
Not really a country town, but it's about 2 hours away, or an hour actually, these days. But they're going to triple the rail lines. So they're going to have more trains more frequently. So basically, they're going to feed into the city, just like that. So then, basically, that's how this.
That would increase the density.
Correct. LA, for example. Fuck. Look what LA's done. LA started fucking small, and then same thing, little rural towns built up, and then they start integrating them and feeding into the CBD of LA.
LA's crazy.
I haven't been there. It's crazy. It's fucking blows my mind. Dude, it blows my mind how big that fucking place is.
It is spread out. Spread the fuck out. Like,
yeah.
If you don't have a car, forget it.
Really?
You're gonna catch Uber everywhere.
No shit.
Yeah,
is it public transport alright?
Oh, shocking.
Really?
Absolutely shocking.
So at least Australia's got that down somewhat on point.
Like Melbourne is like,
It's okay.
It's okay. But I think Perth has a better public transport. Sydney has.
Really?
Yeah, Perth 100%. Perth is exactly like LA. Spread the fuck out. Like to go from here to say Coburg, it'll actually, because the traffic is not that heavy. That's like the nearest place that, for example, for you, the nearest place that you visit, say the beach.
Yep.
In Perth, would be like half an hour drive.
Okay.
With like virtually no traffic.
Okay.
But LA got the traffic.
Oh, dude.
With the same distance.
I have a lot of American friends complain about the LA traffic,
man,
bro.
You'd spend, like, the peak hour traffic starts at 3 o'clock.
Really?
What the fuck? 3 o'clock. And people not finishing work till like, I don't know, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like, so who are these extra fucking people?
Yeah.
Have
you been to Asia?
Yes. Jakarta's
That's
actually...
Bali.
Indonesia.
Indonesia, yeah. Indonesia, yeah.
Jakarta has actually been one of my favorite metropolitan cities.
Really?
I went there for leisure, and I went there for work as well. And Jakarta is very much very densely populated. I think it's 12 million.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
And it's so dense. Wait for it. Jakarta is sinking.
Really?
Right now, it's fucking sinking. Like sinking under. And the government just
like, oh shit, we're sinking.
They're sinking because it's so dense, and everything is just sinking. Like literally, it's fucking sinking.
How crazy is that, huh?
And they have to create a new capital city now.
Really?
So now they've moved it, I think, to end of Java.
Yep.
One of the main islands.
Yeah.
They're building a brand new city from scratch right now, and apparently it's going to be up and running 2025. Okay. Oh, they're pretty fucking switched on that. Like Jakarta, man, like right now they're still fucking high rises just building it.
Really?
So high rise that
hey, that's overpopulation at its finest.
I was living amongst the fucking clouds. Like my apartment was in the clouds.
Really? Oh, they're just built. It's so built up.
Just so built up. So built up.
Shit. I remember Ho Chi Minh City, bro, in Vietnam. It's crazy, bro.
Huh?
It's so
Built up?
it's overpopulated so fucking bad. Like crossing the roads, bro, was one of the most petrifying things I've ever done in my life. There's so much traffic, and you know the most fucked up thing about all of this is you don't know when it's going to be pick out. It doesn't.
You don't know when pick out.
There's no set times.
Like LA will have a pick out start at 3, but Ho Chi Minh will just pick out 24.
Yeah, you just don't know. It could be morning. Sometimes you won't have traffic, and then the next day you will have traffic. There's no. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man.
So Ho Chi Minh, is it the French side or the?
That's the south side.
Because Vietnam is interesting because half of it is French, wasn't it? Like,
I'm not too sure.
well, Hanoi, which one's more French? Because there's only 2 cities I know in Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh and
Hanoi's up north.
Up north.
Up north, yeah.
So Viet Cong. Which one's the American one? Anyway, but yeah, apparently the 2 distinctive cities. Have you been to Hanoi?
Yes, been in Hanoi, yeah. There's like old Hanoi and there's new Hanoi.
Oh.
They've got an older part of it, and then just basically what they've done. It's like, all right, we're done with this fucking place. Yeah. So it's still normal, but it's like you either go to Old Hanoi for like food and stuff like that, but if it's more like business type of stuff, you go to
the new district.
Yeah, it's like a new district. Yeah.
That's like Cairo.
Really?
I went to Cairo last year for the first time in 15 years since we left in 2003.
Really?
They literally created New Cairo.
Really?
There's old Cairo. There's New Cairo. Like you go through the desert. You're like, oh, this is fucking brand new buildings. Because you didn't know this is New Cairo.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like New Cairo. What happened to the old Cairo? Oh, it's still kicking. still
there. This is the new part.
This is new part. Yeah, it's crazy how they do it. It'll be interesting to see how Jakarta city itself is going to be like, because people would desert. I wonder if they're going to just desert the whole fucking place because it's sinking.
It'll have to be to a certain point in time.
It'll be like
this is what the man. It really makes you realize how fucked up the planet's going to be.
I heard
it's literally getting overpopulated.
I think the place itself is not overpopulated.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Certain pockets.
Yeah.
Completely overrun. Like, completely overrun. Like Venice, apparently, they're losing the shit right now.
Really?
Because that's another city that's sinking, but slowly. Like, think about it. Actually, I had a nightmare the other day after I read the news that my apartment was flooded.
Yeah, well, that's your fucking fault for reading the news. That's fucking negative shit.
I was like, man, look, imagine you just walk down the street. Actually, this happened to me the other day. Not last year. Going to work, came down like how we got to the apartment.
Yep.
Like there's a subway.
Yep.
I didn't even look underneath. I just stepped over and there's water up to here. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked around because the subway's undercover.
Yep.
I didn't see outside. Actually flooding and the water was just rushing because it's a slope. It's just rushing under. Like,
I remember when the fucking flooded bad here, bro.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy shit.
And that's like a small portion of what it feels like to be, sinking.
Yeah. What's those islands that slowly go underwater too?
Oh, apparently they go in and out like on a daily.
No, the fucking what is it? Because supposedly global warming, the seas are rising. You know those I can't fucking remember now. Anyway, there's a lot of islands in the Polynesian area where they're starting to go underwater because of the seas are rising. Like fucking crazy shit, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, no. But you don't hear about islands that actually come out
No, you don't.
because if some areas are getting flooded, other places will be under flooded. I would assume so anyway. Like Greenland, was it Greenland? Suddenly there's more because everything is melting.
Yeah.
Suddenly there's fucking extra land everywhere.
Really?
And Trump wants to put a fucking tower in it.
Of course he fucking did.
Oh yeah, nah. It's an interesting world to live now these days. Like, yeah, I'm not one to watch news, but fucking hell, man, some of this shit gives you anxiety. Some of it.
Every time I watch it, bro, there's nothing but negative fucking bullshit on it.
It's so true, eh? It's so true. So fucking true. Somebody got killed, or another person got raped. Fucking this and that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, send me some more fucking positivity at this way,
and
bro.
the only positivity you get out of it is 10 o'clock in the morning when the lady's trying to sell you some fucking homewares.
Yeah. And she's not even that attractive.
No. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus Christ. So you got any ladies in your life? Because you mentioned it.
Yeah.
I mean, like before you had
I go through waves. I go through waves.
Why do you think you go through waves?
I think it's priorities.
Yeah.
Like, you call this the whole balancing act, right? But I think it's just, I don't think there is a balancing act. I think there's just certain priorities change over, well, they change throughout the year, right?
Yeah.
At the moment, priorities my business, right? So, but, there'd be sometimes.
Man's got some needs.
Man's got some needs and wants.
It's it's funny you mentioned it because actually I found myself going through some kind of wave.
Really?
Maybe because I don't want to admit it's a wave, but some kind of wave. And my blame would be fucking Melbourne.
Really?
It's the weather. I think it comes down to availability because there's more fish in the sea. And because of that, you're not inclined to just stick around with one or just continue the one way.
That's a good perspective, yeah.
Or people here are less fixated about the ideal look. I'm talking about from female perspective.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, you look hot enough for
You'll
you'll do.
Yeah.
So they just in and out. And I think I think probably because of that. And it's hard. Yeah. And again, like you said, like if you have other priorities, for example, success or trying to build a business,
do something with your life.
Do something with or actually, that's a fucking good point. My mate, I got him out of a relationship of 7 years.
Oh really?
And now he's now realizing how much time he actually has. And it is mind like
it's fucking
it's fucking with his mind.
How old is he?
Oh, to 28.
Okay.
Like
still young.
Still young, but most of his 20s he spent in a relationship.
Yeah.
For like committed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 7 years, you haven't married, you haven't done, what's the fucking end goal?
Yeah.
And like, I was like,
man,
how often do you see this girl? Oh, like 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
I'm like, what would you have like in that time frame? What do you like again? Martial arts. I'm like, well, 3-4 times a week over 7 years. I'm pretty sure that's close to black belt in jiu-jitsu. If you pick taekwondo or anything else, you'd probably be almost a world champion.
Yeah.
And now the relationship ended. Should you have not have that relationship and you had it with like martial arts like you like, how you liked it, you wouldn't have ended it so soon. So yeah, having a life. I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Women are definitely.
Do you have any ladies in your life, bro?
Actually, I exited from one recently.
Oh really?
Too demanding. In a sense, emotionally too demanding.
Yeah.
Wants my attention.
Yeah. It doesn't start off that way.
It doesn't start off that way.
It doesn't.
It never does.
Yeah. I feel like with the ladies that I see, it's like they start with it, but I think it's naturally in the female
it's a natural
psychology.
process,
There's because I have these, I don't know what you call them, open relationships.
Polyamorous.
Well, yeah, I don't even know what the fucking word is, but it is I always have a time of 3 months.
So
They have that usually because eventually they get to a point where they become as you just said, emotionally demanding.
well, emotion. I should say politically correct way. Emotionally attached.
Attached. That's a better word. Much better word.
Yeah. No. No. So I'm like, man, I've got. First of all, I have a very peculiar situation because of this. This fucking like I'm attached to this too much.
It's so cool.
I am so attached to this to a point where when there's emotional gets attached, I think the girls they get into a bubble that thinking that they only know the Australian jerky. This is Australian jerky
Yeah.
which is attractive to them.
Yeah.
Because I'm well cultured. I know how the culture here goes, but they also maybe they're ignorant or they don't want to know the African side because the African side is it's almost polar opposite.
Huh.
And I have to keep that. I have to keep that, but I also have to hold it back here in Australia because it won't work. For example, having two wives here is a big no-no. Legally speaking, and probably morally, ethically, or whatnot, you can go.
If you had two wives here, bro, you are the biggest scum of the world.
Earth. Yes.
Yeah, you are. You fuck you.
100%. But 24 hours later, I fly back to Africa. Oh yeah, everything's chill. In fact, they fucking love me for it. That's like probably the biggest difference. But small things, like for example, on the other day, not the other day, a few months ago, I went on a date, and I offered to pay.
Yeah.
Pay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got the bill. She goes, what do you mean, like you got the bill? Like, do you think I don't have money? I'm like, no. You get the next one. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like we don't need to have a discussion about this.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna pay half. And I'm like, all right, suit yourself. Like these things,
small little things.
The small things, and they don't think about it.
No, they don't.
The other day, a few months ago, I had my friend. He wanted to stay over at my apartment.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh yeah, dude, come in and go, please, because you live like 30 kilometers away.
Yeah.
And the girl that I was seeing at the time, she lost it.
Really?
Here's why she lost it. She goes, your friend has more access to your apartment than I do. And I'm like, how's that got to do with... She goes, what? So where am I in your priority? And I'm like, if you want access to it, yeah, sure. Just ask.
Yeah.
She goes, every time I ask, there seems to be a conflict. And I was like, well, because you have a bad, terrible sense of timing. And I prefer to work on weekends.
Yeah.
And you want to see me on weekends, that's where it's...
Yeah. Oh,
so
that's a big fuck. Dude, this start during weekend, let's meet up at 10 o'clock tonight. Saturday night. Dude, I ain't want to fucking meet up at 10 o'clock at night, bro. I want to be doing this shit. I want to be working. I don't want to be fucking eating at the bar at 10 o'clock at night. And then you want to have the time during the week.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bar or something. I don't want to go to the bar during the week either.
Yeah. Because especially if you're working on a 7-day a week.
Yeah.
Wow, you got no business to do in the bar. You got tomorrow to fucking set up. But yeah, it's definitely. So I think it can, because of that, I want to justify the waves because that waves also gives enough window just before they get attached.
Yeah.
Or they feel like they're entitled.
Yeah, it's like if you gotta like.
The distant management.
It's like playing with the right fucking crossroads. Just gotta set the jab.
Jab.
Keep the distance. Set it up. And you can fall through.
Yeah. Nah. And then what do you think about the feminist wave? Because here in Melbourne, I feel like it's a little bit too much.
Fuck, dude. It's a tough one. It's like I think they're thinking about it too much.
Thinking about it too much.
Don't if if whatever you think it is, go do something and change it. They don't rely on other sources or blame other people for that. And it's I'll try and keep on the topic, but it's like when people are complaining about climate change, the government doesn't do this, and I think the Australians have been complaining lately because the funding wasn't as much for the CFA or something. We have some bushfires at the moment. I'm like, well, dude, why don't you create a business or a service, or a product or service, and raise money and donate to that fund? Because now you're just telling me now you're just relying on other people to fix these problems.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, first, I won't go too much in it, but it's like, stop thinking, don't worry about it. Well, if you feel like it's an issue, be the person that changes it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not happy with your job, go create a business so you can be the boss. You know what I mean? Like,
Rather than
you're looking at external factors that don't matter.
Yeah.
They don't matter.
yeah,
Again, this is the entitlement. Dude, like, you couldn't even. I thought, what's females don't live past 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Most of them die from birth.
But yeah,
Yeah.
actually, it's an interesting fact that you bring it up. Women actually now have probably this generation, probably the first generation, actually have their own income.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Like
This is males too. You know what I mean?
Like 1990, that's when actually women's independence actually
Yeah.
mattered.
Yeah.
Because they actually have financial power.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
Up until then,
Nothing.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's this feminist wave here. They're pushing, but not for the.
Well, I think too. It's like they're not real problems. They're like you're focusing on such small problems. Don't worry about it. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you want to do. Not worrying about these other problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it kind of upsets the masculinity within the city.
It does.
I think Melbourne is lacking that. I fucking said it. Yeah, it's
Drop the mic.
Yeah, fucking I'll drop a mic. But people, guys here are so politically correct, worried about being politically correct. I'm like, bro, say what's in your mind.
It's okay.
It's not like somebody gonna put a gun on your head.
Yeah.
Like you shoot
Yeah, you're not living fucking.
In Africa, yes.
Yes.
Somebody will probably shoot you for saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But here, no.
It's okay.
What? Why fear?
Worried because they're worried about what other people think.
Yeah, 100%.
It would be like me getting tattoos, and I'm worried about what they think of me.
Yes.
It's pretty dumb when you think about it.
It's pros and cons.
Mm.
But yeah, these and this is why I like jiu-jitsu. Yeah, even actually, it's funny you mentioned it. When I first started in belt like Absolute last year.
Yep.
We're doing situational sparring from the back.
Yep.
So there was a blue belt. Like he had my back. I had to defend. Thiago was sitting there just watching everything.
As he does.
Yep. So he had my back, and I defended pretty well. Time went out. He didn't trust me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, my turn now. So, and then the idea is the guy who's the offensive player, you really want to do this like properly,
Yeah.
competition kind of style.
Yeah.
And the defensive player got to defend like it's the life depends on it.
Yeah.
So I got dirty. But I know, I admit it, I got dirty, grabbing his jaw and ripping it apart so I can get my hand in it.
Oh, hey, I'll do that. I cover the mouth.
I cover
I cover the mouth.
I just like
Yeah.
grab the jawline and then rip it out and then I look at Thiago while he's watching that. He's like, he didn't object.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool.
You gave the nod?
Yeah, just
You
give it
the
on. And I
nod,
just brought it down and told it. And I'm watching, like, as he was getting choked out, he was going red. And I was like, bro, right now, this is a good time to tap out.
Yeah.
He didn't tap out.
He
It got to a point where he started getting teary. So I was like, fuck it, I just let go. And I was like, you alright, bro? And he just like, he scuffs and then just slaps the mat and just storms off.
Really?
I was like, oh shit. Touch your nerve there.
Was this? Oh, I think I know who it is.
I don't remember. I don't remember him anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro. Like,
I've had that.
I'm like, hey, this is training here. You know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Everything has been spoken for.
Yeah.
And this happened. I'm like,
Mm.
yeah, it's I don't know what the fuck was going on at the time. And I even asked the other, I was like, what was that about? He just rolled his eyes.
They do in fucking Brazil,
I
bro.
was like, yeah,
Hey.
nah. It's different. It's different. What's the time now? How are we doing?
We've done for 2 hours, bro.
Fucking hell,
We've
that's
done
good.
2. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Told you, bro.
fucking hell.
2 hours is just fucking flew. What we'll do? What's your Instagram? Do you know? How good are you at fucking sales? I'm gonna test you right now. Is it I am jerking?
Yeah, I am jerking. _jerking. Yeah.
And how do you spell that?
JURKIN.
JURKIN. So I am _ JURKIN. Okay. And Instagram lock is awake. LACHISAWAKE. Fuck, 2 hours, dude.
2
So
hours.
I'm gonna do part 1. Part 2. The only problem is now, bro, I can't remember exactly what we all talked about, so we're gonna have to listen through the whole fucking thing.
Just put it times 2 speed.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But we are gonna be doing another one.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna do another one for sure.
You just scratch the surface.
Yeah, we just scratched the surface. This is a good test.
2 hours.
I'll probably order some microphones and shit this weekend.
I think microphones is definitely more important part of this. Probably more so than the video.
Alright, guys. We'll leave it there. Stay tuned to the next episode. This will be episode 12, 13. Yeah, stay tuned for episode 14. Ciao. Fuck, that's not one done.
2 hours. Jesus.
Jesus fucking hell, bro.
What is it, like 4 o'clock?
Yeah, 4:46.
Fuck.
Fucking starving too, bro.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that.
Fuck, I wish I bought an extra gate.
Shit, I would have given you a gear, but the pants, it's clean, the black one, but it's torn.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I think. Well, if you don't mind wearing a white pants and a black top,
I don't give a fuck.
if you can fit into it.
What is it, A2?
Yeah, A2,
Yeah, I'm an A2, but like the problem is these should have been torn Nike.
yeah. I've got long legs, so this is sitting like on my knee.
Yeah, no, that's cool, bro. It looks gangster as fuck too when you do it. What's the top? A2?
A2. Well, this is A2.
Yeah, fucking. But I reckon you're bigger than me, though.
Yeah, probably, but this is A3. See,
A3. Yeah, no, A3 would definitely fit. I think I'm just lankier.
Yeah, this is A3.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But this is an old A3.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
4 years old.
That'd be fun. Okay. You hungry?
Yeah, actually, I'll probably have something light.
Yeah, what are you feeling?